Get in! Tell you what, catering outside is better than the catering inside. Not many stay behind to cheer the team on, but who can blame them? What we've got, we should be a lot higher than that, but it is what it is, we've not been good enough. Right, hello everyone, and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today is Saturday the 29th of April 2023, and today we've got Donny Rovers' last home game of the season from the Eco Power Stadium. We've got Doncaster Rovers versus Colchester United in League 2. So in today's video, we've got my thoughts pre and post match, as well as the match day itself, and what we'll get up to during the day. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're going to start off with my team at Doncaster Rovers, and the results have kind of caught up to us in the league now, and we have started to slip down the table. We're currently in 16th out of 24th in League 2, after our last game, which was a 3-1 home defeat to Newport. I wasn't at the game, so I can't really comment on it too much, but it's been kind of one of them things, especially the second half of the season. I think a lot of it's due to confidence and probably match fitness as well, with, like I say, a lot of injuries, so a lot of players aren't going to be match fit because they're not usually going to be starting. But it seems to be the fact that when we concede one, our heads just really seem to go back and just open the floodgates. Like we saw it against Grimsby, we've seen it quite a few times this season. Once a team's got one goal, they can easily get a few more against us. And that's what happened there at Newport. 2 goals came very quickly after the first one, and it just didn't look good. Like I say, second half, the performance has always dipped. We've never, like even Grimsby and Newport, where we've looked a bit better in the first half. The second half, we've come out and we've just looked tired, very few ideas, and it's really not been good to see. So like I say, I can't really comment too much on that match because I wasn't there. But after that match, we've now lost 2 games in a row, and as well as that, we're winless in 9, and we've won 1 match in the last 14. So that really tells you all you need to know about the second half of the season. It's been absolutely appalling. Like I say, I know we've had a lot of injuries, but still, performances should be better. I mean, I can take losing, like I say, if we put up a fight, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And these players, like a lot of them, wouldn't be starting if we had our full squad, but there seems to be no fight. I mean, surely you'd be thinking, this is your chance. You've got a chance that you didn't think you'd get. At least, you know, put some effort in and show why you should be here next season and why you should be starting, even when the squad's back. But there's not many players who have done that, if I'm being honest. So like I say, this is the last home match of the season. Probably a lot of the last time for a long time that a lot of season ticket holders will be here, because I'm imagining they're going to be plummeting right down with recent performances and off-the-field issues as well. But we really need a good performance in our last game of the season at the stadium, because it's like I say, if you're getting battered like 3-4 or even 1-0, but not even putting a fight in, people aren't going to want to come next season. I mean, I know a lot aren't going to come anyway, but you know, you need a good performance in the last game of the season at home to really give people, give them a reason to come back, because I can guarantee, I mean, it looks empty already, but it's going to be a lot more empty next year if these performances don't improve. So come on, Rovers, please give us a performance, give us something to cheer on the last game of the season, because we are crying out for it at the minute. But on a positive note, we had some awesome news on, I think it was Monday, that Rio Spur, who's Thomas Spur's son, who was an ex-left-back of Rovers, is now clear of cancer, bless him. So that's absolutely fantastic news for Rio, because he's been fighting cancer for at least the last year, and his latest scan showed no traces of cancer in the body. So from me, and I'm sure all the other Rovers supporters, we are wishing Rio the best of luck, and it's fantastic to hear that he is doing well. So a bit of positive news after a very dull season. So we're going to move on to Colchester United now, and they're currently in 19th out of 24th place, and they're doing all right at the minute. The last game was a 4-1 home win against Sutton United, and they're actually unbeaten in the last 8 games. They've won 3 of them and then drawn the other 5, and in 2 of the 3 wins, they've actually scored 4 goals. So they've got goals in the team, and I'm going to come into the last result against us in a bit, but scored a fair few against us, so I've definitely got goals in the team when they turn up, which is a bit of a worry for us, because like I say, we seem to be that team where if we concede one, the heads tend to go a bit, and we're in big danger of conceding some more. So if they turn up, it could be a very long and painful game for us. So with Colchester, we're actually bottom of the league in November when we last played them. but they've really turned it around since then. That win seemed to spur them on a bit, and they've done really, really well to climb out of that, because I thought they'd be doomed. To be honest with you, I thought they were a certainty to go down the event between Rochdale, Hartlepool and Crawley, but we've done really well to give us a bit of breathing space and get ourselves out of trouble. So moving on to the previous meeting between the two teams. So it was at Colchester. I actually predicted a 3-0 win for this game, and we'd lost 3-0. It was an awful performance, and this was kind of the first performance under Schofield, which I thought was really bad, because we didn't start too badly, but under Schofield. But then this was that first performance where you were kind of like a bit worried. It was kind of a sign of things to come, because it really weren't a good performance. I think it was really Molyneux were only the player who looked like he was putting a bit of fight, and he ended up coming off with an injury, unfortunately. And when he came off, it kind of turned the game. And to be fair, Colchester scored some nice goals in that game. It was all really good finishes, but it was just not a good performance from us at all. So we're hoping for a bit better performance this time around from Rovers, which leads me to my score prediction. So do I think we're going to get our first win in 10 games, or do I think Colchester are going to stretch their unbeaten streak to 9? My prediction is, I think it's going to be a tough one for us, and I don't see us getting a final win on the final game of the season. I think Colchester's going to extend their unbeaten run to 9 games. Unfortunately, I think they're going to score goals against us. I do think we'll score, but I think we're just going to be wide open, and they're just going to outclass us. So, which is hard to say against a team in 19th, but it's just the truth, unfortunately. So I'm going to go with Doncaster Rovers 1, Colchester United 3. Anyway, that's enough from me before the match. So let's head on over to the Kirkby Stadium and see how the game goes. But before that, let's see what we get up to before the match.
We'll get first series.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't forget who it was. Must know they've got to put money in.
Yeah, big time. You don't get into this business without doing that. There you go. Cheers, thank you.
What, a drink for half time?
Yeah, please. Last bit of punishment for this season. Let's get another one done with. And we are underway in the first half. Let's go, Rovers. 70 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 here. Neither really good start from either team, but Colchester had a great chance. Great save from Lewis Jones. One-on-one with their striker, but it must be a very slow game to start this game off. Not a lot of chances for either team, and it seems, you can tell this is a dead rubber, to be fair. Not a lot of effort or chances going for either team so far, but we'll see how the match goes from now. So far it's Rovers 0, Colchester 0. Get in! Half an hour gone, Donny Rovers 1, Colchester 0. Very hard to see what happened, to be fair, from where we're sat, but looked like Rhodes just kind of bubble around in the 18-yard box. Then Rhodes got a side put on it and broke past the keeper. It's been a very dull game, not a lot happening at all, but we've got that goal. Oh, could have a second here. Go on. Been blocked. Still got it. Blocked by Colchester twice then. But yeah, Rovers 1-0 up. Let's hope we can carry on. That's half time, 1-0 to Rovers. So half time was Doncaster Rovers 1, Colchester United 0, and it's been pretty poor game, to be fair. Not a lot of chances either way. Colchester, to be fair, have had the better of the chances, I feel like, especially the two wingers on either side. They've looked pretty dangerous going forward, and they've created quite a few chances, which Louis Jones, to be fair, he's played pretty well in replacement of Jonathan Mitchell, and he's done some decent stoppages in the goal. But in terms of our goal, like I say, it was a bit of a scramble, and then Rowe poked the ball in the net. But yeah, it's definitely been better. It's been a lot better than it has been watching us. Like I say, we look a lot more or less vulnerable at the back, and we seem to be a bit more calm in possession and playing around a bit better than we have been doing. A lot less frantic and a lot less just hoofing ball up and hoping. We've actually been trying to play it around and play some football. So it's been a lot better this first half. Like I say, I'm still not convinced because, like I say, we're still at danger of conceding, especially, like I say, against Newport and Grimsby, where we've gone in 1-0 at half time and then second half just imploded. So we'll see what happens. Like I say, hopefully we can come out and carry on the same as we've been doing in the second half, but who knows. So anyway, let's get into the second half and see what happens. Tell you what, catering outside's better than the catering inside. Pretty good. 35 minutes gone, still 1-0 Rovers. Not a lot has happened at all in this half, so a very quiet half with very few chances. Both teams have possession, but we've run very little with it so far, so not a lot of updates coming from this half, but very little to report, to be honest with you. So still 1-0 Rovers. Let's see how the half finishes.
Oh, how did he miss that?
Oh, no way. Could have easily been 2-0 there. Barlow just missed a back heel about 5 yards out into an open goal, but yeah, it's been a pretty poor game to be fair. Neither team has created anything in the second half. Been not a lot to report. We're on the 83rd minute now and literally nothing's happened of interest for South apart from that. So Rovers 1, Colchester 0. Let's see if the team can create any openings in the final few minutes. It's 5 minutes bad time at the end of the game. Oh, what a save from Lewis Jones! Oh, and it's full time. Nice save by Jones and it's full time, 1-0 to Rovers. Graham stands here, not many stay behind to cheer the team on, but who can blame them?
What a shit season.
So at full time it's finished Doncaster Rovers 1, Colchester United 0, and get in, we finally had a win. It feels like such a long time since I've celebrated a Rovers win. But yeah, it's finally come, and to be honest, it's a pretty dead season, so it doesn't feel much like a win than it would if we still had something to play for. But either way, a win's a win, and we move forward. But like I say, it wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. It's a lot better than it has been the last few weeks, and like I say, winless in 9, we finally got a win. It means a lot. It means a lot. Like I say, hopefully we can build on this and take it forward into the last game of the season and then into the start of the 23-24 season. But we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens over the summer. Like I say, I've got one more game of the season left. Hopefully we can kick that off with a win and then build some momentum going into next season. But like I say, it's been a pretty poor season. That's all the home games done and dusted. It's been a tough season for us, to be fair. Like I say, we're still languishing in the bottom half of the table when really, with what we've got, we should be a lot higher than that. But it is what it is. We've not been good enough. It's been quite lucky as well that there's been a lot of other teams that have been pretty poor in this league, or we could be even lower than that. But like I say, we are where we are, and we've got to kick on next season, and hopefully we can be better. But I'm going to leave the video here for today. Thank you very much for watching. In terms of next week, I'm not too sure on a midweek match yet. We're definitely back on Monday the 8th for Doncaster Rovers away at Warsaw. But in terms of what's going to happen before then, I'm not too sure yet, but I'll keep you updated on my social media. So keep a lookout for my Twitter at AdamGittingsPT for more updates on that. But until then, take care. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers now, so if you can like and subscribe, that would mean a great deal to me, and let's get us one step closer to 1,000 subscribers. But until the next video, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.